I am Ashia Thompson, a CPA, real estate investor, and savvy business professional. I'm the host of AT Estates, and I'm glad you're here. Get ready to be inspired and multiply your finances.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're here, you are interested in purchasing your first property. So I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing well. Today I'm feeling a little bit, like a flight attendant. Of course, you see the blouse with the bow tie. So it's giving, a flight attendant vibes, but it is what it is. So there's a few steps involved in the home buying process. So if you're here, I'm just going to walk you through those steps. Step one is you need to get pre-approved. And what that basically means is, checking your affordability, checking your budget, checking how much your purchasing power is, checking, what type of houses you're able to afford with the income that you're earning and stuff like that. So you would need to, connect with like a loan officer, provide certain documentations, including pay stub, W-2s, tax returns, a form of identification, like your social security, driver's license, and stuff of that sort, so that they could check based on your income plus your identity how much you are able to afford. What's the price range, for homes you can afford, whether you're able to afford a $300,000 home or, $1 million home. In order to know, you have to first be pre-approved. So that's the first step. So step two in the home buying process is searching for your area and deciding your property type. So you have to look in the areas that you're interested in. So if you want to purchase, a house in Long Island, in New York, and in Suffolk County, if you want to live in Florida, whichever area you're interested in living in, you have to look for homes in that area. And then of course you have to check out like the crime rate, the school zone, the population, the availability of jobs and stuff like that nature. And then you have to decide on the type of property you want to purchase, whether it's a single family home, whether it's a multi-family home, whether it's a duplex, whether it's a commercial space, whether it's a mixed use property. So you kind of have to know based on your budget and the area that you want to live in, what the property type is and what the area is, because purchasing in certain communities can increase the value of your property more over time, and it's more favorable than other community. You have some communities that the crime rate might be high and it's not the best community. It can affect the value of your property and whatever you're trying to accomplish as a homeowner. So you have to do your research to ensure that you're getting the best for your money based on what you're interested in. Step three, so you have to do a comp analysis. And a comp analysis is very important. So that means you're running a comparison in whichever area that you're looking to purchase and the type of property that you're looking to purchase. You're looking at other similar properties in the same area to see what the price range is, so that you kind of have an idea of what the value of those specific kind of properties are going for. So for example, if I'm looking to buy a multi-family house, a two-family house in Nassau County, Long Island, and I want to kind of gauge what the market value of those homes are, I would run a comp analysis. So you can look on Zillow, Redfin, different platforms to see what multifamilies would be going for in that area. So it might be for 600,000, 550, stuff like that, to kind of get a range or an idea of what those properties are worth. So then you will know if that property is within your budget, because of course you'd start out with that pre-approval to know your affordability, and then you check the area that you're interested in purchasing, and then you run a comp analysis. If you have a realtor on board that you're working with, you can request a comp analysis from your realtor, so it would give you an idea of the value of your property or the value of properties that you're looking for in the area, so you have an idea of what those properties are going for. So the next step would be to do a cash flow analysis. If you are interested in buying, holding real estate, so if you're buying and renting like myself, if you're not, fix and flipping, wholesaling, stuff like that, if you're looking to buy and rent, buy and hold, you need to do, a rental cash flow analysis to see how much the property will be cash flowing. The 1% rule is, one of the more popular rules. You have various rules that you could use to analyze your property, but I'm just going to speak about the 1% rule to help you to get an idea of what that analysis entails. So if you're purchasing a multi-family property and it's worth $500,000, you want to ensure that every month you're getting at least 1% of the value of the property in rental income. So if the house is worth $500,000, you want to ensure that every month you're able to get at least $5,000 of that rental property, because 1% of 500,000 is $5,000, and that's the 1% rule. If your rental property is able to meet the 1% rule, chances are it's able to cash flow positively. So if you're a new investor and you're interested in purchasing your first property and you're trying to do your cash flow analysis, try to ensure that that property meets the 1% rule, or if not, it's close, or there's other income potential, for addition or stuff like that, which can get that property up to speed to cash flow positively. So the next step is making an offer. So in the home buying process, chances are you're going to make multiple offers on various properties, especially because now we're in a seller's market, so real estate are going pretty quickly. So the whole offer process is that you have to kind of tell the seller how much you're willing to put up for their property. You have to make an offer. So don't pay above market value. So the whole process of doing the whole comp analysis, doing your own analysis to see what properties are going for in that area, is so that you have an idea of what the price range for those properties are. So if a property is worth $500,000, you don't want to pay $600,000 for the property, or $550,000. You don't want to pay above market value. Even, if the owner and so might be asking for a higher, price and stuff, don't buy above market value. You're literally leaving money on the table, or you're literally giving money away. The best way to approach an offer is to, get something below market value. And again, after doing the comp analysis, after doing your own cash flow analysis and breakdown and projections of what the property is able to give you as the owner or as the investor, then you'd make a wise decision when you're making your offer. So, again, because it's a seller's market, you might have to put in several offers before it is accepted, but don't get discouraged. Something will come through eventually, but again, don't offer above market value, and don't purchase a house above market value. The whole point again of doing the comp analysis is to give you an idea of what the property is worth. So if you know that something is worth $500,000, do not pay $520,000 for it, or $530,000, or even $600,000 just because you want it, because you're literally giving away money. And most first-time home buyers and new investors tend to make offers on property without doing their due diligence or their cash flow analysis, or even a comp analysis to see what the property is worth. So don't leave money on the table, guys. Please, please, please make offers that are within the range of the comp analysis or below market value. So once your offer is accepted, the next thing is to go through escrow and to close the deal. So you'll be working with a closing attorney, you'll be working with your realtor and stuff like that. You're gonna have to make a deposit, more than likely a deposit of however much you're contributing as down payment towards the property until the deal closes. And then you have to do your inspection, your appraisal to check if everything is okay with the property, and request, for any updates if the seller is selling you a property that might, be in a condition that is not really up to par. So you'd go through that whole escrow process and, just staying on top of everything with your realtor, your real estate attorney and stuff like that until you make it through to closing. So, that process can run anywhere between 30 to 45 days. That's generally speaking, especially if you have a bank involved and you're getting a mortgage on that property. If you're purchasing, a property cash, closing can be significantly less in terms of the time frame associated with just tying up the deal. But if you're gonna go with a mortgage, if you're gonna go conventional or FHA, there will be, like a 30-day, 45-day period to do the whole escrow and closing. So once you close, you get the keys to your property, and then once you have your keys to your property, it's time to find tenants if you're, going to rent. If you're going to do any form of updates, construction work and stuff of that nature, you're gonna have to find your team. So I'll make another video to discuss that, but that would pretty much tie up the home buying process, and then you would need to find tenants. So let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I hope that it was a bit clear for persons, who are interested in purchasing their first property. Again, thank you for tuning in to ATS State.